Voila! Your train vacation to Malaysia starts from rupees 24,999 only with GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Hello and welcome to Galatta Plus. In this video review episode, we are going to be talking about Vivek Athreya's Saripodhaa Sanivaaram, which has Nani, SJ Suryah and Priyanka Mohan. This is a very well written masala movie. It could have used a little more energy in the staging. Still, the film proves that Vivek Athreya is one of the most unique voices out there. Now, the big question about Saripodhaa Sanivaaram was whether director Vivek Athreya, who has so far made films that are soft and romantic in nature, could handle the big Indian masala movie. The answer, at least on paper, is a big yes. The story centers on Suryah, the Nani character, who is prone to anger and violence. Due to a promise made to his mother, played by Abhirami, he agrees to unleash the side of him only on Saturdays. I was reminded of Prashant Neel's debut, Ugram, which was also about an angry young man's vow to his mother. The way this aspect is treated and the way it is revealed is fabulous. It involves writing on a wall, it involves a bit of rain and the mother's sari. I had goosebumps. These are the near mythical moments that have almost vanished from masala cinema now that mass has become the flavor of the day. The mild-mannered man who conceals a superhero inside has been done to death. But the screenplay for the most part is so meticulous that a separate review may need to be done for the writing. Yes, some parts do not work as well as the others. The way the sister character, played by Aditi Balan, is woven in and out of the narrative is not convincing. We already have two villains, the siblings played by SJ Suryah as Daya and Murli Sharma as Kurmanand. So a third villain in the form of Ajay Ghosh appears unnecessary and adds nothing by way of new threats. A stretch involving sleeping pills does not produce the high that it should. The way Suryah's backstory is revealed to a therapist and therefore to the audience is very wordy, and it ends with an unsavory bit about child abuse. But here's the thing, the stretch with the therapist involves Suryah's father, and the fact that this man explains things about his son to a potential victim finds a solid echo towards the end. Kurmanand is introduced in a scene where he wants to find out who tried to kill him, and this finds a solid echo later when again Kurmanand faces an assassination attempt. There is a line of dialogue about the oppressed people of a locality named Sokolapalam, about them taking a step forward, and this is echoed later in a visual about them taking a step backwards. I could go on. For instance, the way the hero meets the heroine and the villain at the same time, and the way her attraction to him is established in a beautiful stretch that follows. It's a kind of accidental blind date. And later, the way she is introduced to oppressive violence that makes her rethink her own stance on non-violence. Beautiful. Priyanka Mohan plays this woman, a junior cop named Charulata, with poise and just a hint of attitude. It's her best performance since Doctor. She isn't there just as a love interest. She actively helps Suryah, and just as her own stance on non-violence changes, she brings about a change in Suryah's stance on violence. Talking about saving the people of Sokolapalam, Charulata asks Suryah if his fight is just so that his own anger is appeased or whether those people will be helped too. This brings about a difference in the way Suryah thinks and kickstarts the events of the second half. Saripodhaa Sanivaaram is a film that respects its women, even the half-written ones like The Sister. I wish the little girl in danger cliche had been avoided, but I love this advice from a mother who is teaching her daughter to cook. Just because you know how to cook, you don't have to spend all your time in the kitchen, the mother says. Like what you learn at school, think of this as just another subject. So much of the writing is so good that I was willing to overlook Jake Bijoy's overbearing score. I was willing to overlook the monotony in the fights, which are the same boring variations of punches and cable stunts. The high point is a series of scenes between the characters played by Murli Sharma and SJ Suryah, who have their own little cat and mouse track going. There's a spectacular mass moment when we think one thing is going to happen and it goes in an entirely different direction, and the finishing touch with the water bottle is worthy of several whistles. There is a reason Daya, that is the S.A. Suryah character, hates the people of Sokolapalam and inflicts so much torture on them. He is not a random psycho, he is a rational psycho. And S.J. Suryah's unhinged performance, just look at the way he pronounces Charulata, drawing out the vowels. This performance is a perfect foil for Nani's warmth and likability. When the villain is as strongly written as the hero, the whole film goes to a different level. It transcends its flaws. Saripodhaa Sanivaaram is made for the big screen. Cinematographer Murali Ji gives us rich, wide frames, and the color palette is so lovely that I almost wanted a dance number. It's a relief though that there are no unnecessary songs. One thing the film could have used is some more energy in the staging. When Suryah walks into a police station at a crucial moment, the scene should explode. On paper, this moment is genius, but a bit is lost in the translation to screen. But for now, the film proves that Vivek Athreya is one of the most unique voices in mainstream cinema, whether it is the intimate moment of a woman talking to her mother about her love life, or the big mass moment invoking a young man who has a thing about clocks. The attention to detail is rare to find in a masala movie. He is as much the hero of the film as Nani is. And that's it about Saripodhaa Sanivaaram. If you like this video review, do subscribe to Galatta Plus and see you soon at the movies.
Hola! Your dream vacation to Malaysia starts from rupees 24,999 only with GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.